let's do some yoga. So we're going to start with warrior one. Get a nice deep stance. Sink your hips to the ground and reach your arms to the sky. This can also be done here. And hold. Okay, now we're going to rotate our back foot a little bit. Sink more in our front leg. Arms out to the side. Keep your body in one straight line. And look, cross your front hand for warrior two. Pull that front hand up and back for proud warrior. Now we're going to lean towards our front straight leg to stretch it out. Next, bend that knee again. Put your arm on the inside. Reach it all the way up. Look at your upstretched hand. And keep your body completely in line, like it's between two panes of glass. Put both hands on the ground and dip that back knee. Now step your front foot back for downward dog. Really reach your spine to the ceiling and push your head between your arms. Heels to the ground. From here, take your right leg back and over. And then bring your right ankle to your left wrist. Set your right knee by your right hand and sink to pigeon. If you want, you can drop down lower.
I don't know how.
Come back up to plank. Hold it. Straight line from your shoulders to your heels. Dip down and scoop up for cobra. Up to downward dog. Really push back on your heels.
Okay, I'm not going to try it. See, 3, 2, 1.
Jump your feet forward and sit up into chair.
What else should I write? I have no idea what to write.
Twist and put your elbow on the outside of your knee for twisted chair. Look behind you. Other side. Now step your left foot back. So do warrior one on the opposite side as you started. Sink your hips to the mat, arms to the ceiling. Rotate your back foot. Really sink on that front foot. Keep your body totally in line, like between two panes of glass. Warrior two.
Yes.
Reach that front hand back and up for proud warrior.
First guard First the guard just guards the statue.
Lean towards your front leg. That's straight.
In your statue.
Stretch it out.
I think that's one stop on person. So what does that say? Fall away.
Now rebend that front knee.
Just
Put your elbow on the inside. Reach all the way up for triangle pose. Keep your body completely in line.
Hey, you should.
Put both hands on the ground and sink that hip. Further stretch. Step your right foot back for downward dog. Take that left leg up and over this time for scorpion. Then take your left foot to your right wrist. Drop your knee and step back for a pigeon. Once again, if you want, you can go ahead and collapse. From here, we're going to come up onto all fours for cat and cow. So you're going to arch your back and dip your head, trying to get your spine to the ceiling, stretching your scapulus.
Watching us.
Then you're going to dip your belly to the ground and look up to the sky, bringing your shoulder blades together in the back. And repeat. Cow. One more time, cat. And cow.
I'm going to say something like I'm about to.
From this position, you're going to sit back on your heels for child's pose and drag your arms.
Wait, what? We must call for help. At the music.
From here, you can shift your hips to the left to stretch your right arm. And you can shift to the right to stretch your left arm. Back to center, settle down even more. And then slowly come up. And that's yoga for today.
We're going to warm up with our falling technique. So if you don't have enough room to fall from standing, make sure you're falling from a knee. We're going to do our back fall. Yep. And all the way back up. On my count. Ichi. Yep. Knee. Sa. Shi. Go. Rope. Shishi. Hat. Ku. And Ju. Now we're going to fall to our left side, so make sure you kick out your foot, squat down low, and slap. Ready? Ichi. Knee. Side. Shi. Go. Falling on the other side now. Rook. Shishi. Hachi. Ku. And Ju. Final falling technique, front falls. So make your triangle, get low and kick your legs up behind you. Ichi. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Are you still with us? That was our falls from standing.
Alright, next we're going to work on some more advanced techniques with fish flops. So, first thing we're going to do is drop down in base and get our fish flop position. Okay? Then we're going to flip to the other side so that if there is a standing attacker, we can stay safe, kick them off, and disengage. Now, with a fish flop, the farther away you jump, obviously, the better it is. So we're really going to work on jumping a great distance. Now, the next thing we want to work on is being mobile on the ground. Okay? So, if they're not moving very far, you can simply switch elbows. But if they're moving a great distance and they're super fast, you need to roll onto your back, onto your shoulders, and be able to kick. Alright, so we're going to practice getting down and up from the ground, and we're going to simulate doing a crab scissor takedown. So, I just want to give you a visual so you can picture in your head what you're doing. You're going to go into a quick walk.
Oh.
Okay, so you're facing your opponent. You come in, crab scissor takedown, and you escape, right? Now, we're going to do it slightly differently since we won't have an opponent, and we're doing it more for athleticism and building those attributes. But I wanted to give you an idea of what we're picturing in our head while we're doing it. Thank you, sir. Okay, so we're going to come in with a monkey jump to the ground. We're going to crab scissor. Then we're going to kick and pop up, disengage. Okay? Now you don't have to switch sides if you want. You can come in, crab scissor, and do a straight pop up disengagement. Either way is fine. We're going to do that on my count. Ichi. Ah. Ni. Ah. San. Ah. Shi. Ah. Go. Ah. Rope. Ah. Shi. Let's do the other side. Ichi. Ni. Ah. San. Ah. Shi. Ah. Go. Ah. Rock. Ah. Chichi. Ah. Hachi. Ah. Ku. Ah. Ju. Ah. Great job. Excellent job. Next thing we're going to do is really try to chase back our attacker so that we have more space to get away. So we're going to do this by scooting forward with our kick 3 times and then disengaging backwards. So it's 1, 2, 3, disengage. Okay, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, disengage. That way you're quite a distance from your attacker at that point. Try that on your own count. You can use your foot and your arm to move forward 3 times and then
Wait, what?
jump back. All right, practice that on your own count, both sides. See if you can maximize the distance that you travel forward and backward so that you generate a lot of space between you and the attacker. Good luck, have fun.
Work on our front rolls and our back rolls, and there's 3 levels. If you're a beginner, you can start at level 1, which is on your knees. Level 2 is 1 knee up, 1 knee down, and level 3 is from standing. So from all fours, when we want to do a front roll, if we want our right shoulder to roll, we're going to aim that elbow forwards, tuck that in, point your head up, and roll across your shoulder and down your back. On 1 knee, you're going to use that, whatever knee is up, to lead. That elbow is going to face forwards. We're going to look away and maintain this circle throughout the roll. And for standing rolls, you want to make sure you keep this circle intact and put all your weight on your arm before you roll up to your shoulder. Like that. We're going to do a front roll on the way forwards, and on the way back, we're going to do a back roll to get back to our spot. So make sure to fishtail this leg behind you. Sit back down, roll all the way back, and then, whichever shoulder you're going over, we're going to take our other hand, look over, look at our hand, and kick back over. All the way up to either our knees or up to standing. Do this at your level, on my count. Ichi! Ni! San! Shi! Last one. Go! Now we're going to switch to the other side. Ichi! Ni! San! Shi! Go!
corner so that you can visualize exactly what we're doing. Okay? So if someone comes up to attack me with a punch, I can parry the punch, hide the target, parry the punch, and do a palm strike in syncopated motion. And did you notice I can do it with the front hand or the back hand? So when he came with the first strike, I hit the target, front hand palm strike. Okay, when he comes the second one, I can still do that, check the elbow, palm strike. Okay, and I can do that on both sides. I can also use my elbow to counter strike. So he comes in with a punch, I can check, elbow. Or he comes in with a punch, and I can lead elbow strike. Okay? If he was shorter, I could do it to the face, or I could do it to the ribs. Okay? Alright, let's practice those. So we're going to start with praying hands, like you're trying to negotiate your way, not get attacked. Peacefully resolve the conflict. Okay? The attack comes in, hide the target, hands split. This one can come straight to their face. We're going to do that 10 times. This one just rides the arm back and guards. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Now let's try where the backhand does the palm strike. So we're going to ride it back, check that elbow down, and come straight in with the back arm. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Next, we're going to do the other side. So, we ride it in, hands split, front hand strikes. Hide the target, parry, palm strike. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Excellent. Same thing, but the other hand is going to strike. Okay, so we're going to check the elbow, strike with our long. Ready? Here. 1, 2, 3. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Great job. Let's try that same thing with elbows. So if we ride it in and hit with the front elbow, it's most often going to be a forward or roundhouse elbow. So this motion. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Next, we're going to do the long elbow. So we hide the target, check their elbow, strike. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Excellent. Let's try the other side. So we're assuming a left-handed attack comes in. Could be a push, could be a parry, elbow. Ichi, ah, knee, ah, san, ah, shi, ah, go, ah, roke, ah, shichi, ah, hachi, ah, ku, ah, ju, ah. Great job. Let's do the last combination, and that is parry, hide the target, parry, check, elbow. Hide the target, parry, check, long elbow. Ichi, ah, knee, ah, san, ah, shi, ah, go, ah, roke, ah, shichi, ah, hachi, ah, ku, ah, ju, ah. Great job. You can keep working on those split defenses, those praying hand defenses, where you can ride it in, you can parry, and you can strike. Remember, you can always practice on the short and the long. On parries. So I just wanted to give you a visual in your head of what you're doing, and then we're going to do it solo. So if someone attacks you, you want to hide the target. You can do this with a cross parry, whether it's a push or a punch, it doesn't matter, or a knife, okay? Now, you can also do it with a crescent parry. 1, 2, 3, okay? Once again, that's wrist, elbow, face, or you can do it with a two-hand press parry. Okay? So, thank you. Right, so to work on our parries, if you have a loved one who's willing to shove you in the shoulder, that's great. If not, let's do it solo. So you have to imagine an attack is coming in across your body. You're going to hide that target and bring the closest hand up. That's your cross parry. One note about this position is it's much stronger than this position. Okay? So make sure you're presenting the shield when you do this parry. Next, we're going to do that crescent parry. It might seem a little weird doing it solo, so you need to picture what you're doing in your head. So let's say the attack is coming on this side again. We're going to hide the target, bring our hand up to the wrist, bring our hand to check the elbow, and then strike possibly with a back fist. So we're going to go wrist, elbow, back fist. In other words, we're just adding on to the parry we just did. So this is a crescent parry with an attack on this shoulder. Ichi, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Excellent. Let's do the other side. So the attack's coming here. You're still going to do that cross parry. Then check the elbow down and hit. So cross parry, check that elbow down, hit. If you add some hip rotations to this, it'll feel a lot better. Cross parry, check the elbow, strike. Okay, on my count. Crescent parry. Ichi, knee, san, shi, go, rope, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Great job. those were your crescent parries. Last, we're going to work on two-hand press parries. We're going to do press parries. Press parries might feel a little odd without a partner, but it's good to practice the motion. So you're still going to hide the target and bring your hands up naturally, then turn them over to check. Okay? This hand, for example, could check the elbow, palm strike. You could ride it in, follow with an elbow. You could snatch the wrist, entangled arm. There are a lot of techniques you could do from a press parry. But the idea is hide the target, two hands come up in a syncopated check. Okay? So here we go. Press parry on my count. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Someone's pushing on this side, back fisting from this side, etc. Ready? Hands come up. Check. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Great job on those press parries. They take a lot of imagination if you didn't wrangle a partner, but they are very useful. So keep working on those and get better at all three parries. Great job. All right, next let's try octagon footwork with a shuffle step, adding a parry and a strike. Okay, just so we can do something a little more dynamic than just straight footwork. Now for this one, to make it realistic to how you would be attacked and how you would respond to attack, you have to do the left side, right foot back, and the right side, left foot back. Because I would never avoid an attack coming from that direction by stepping that direction. So we're going to do one half of the octagon and then the other half of the octagon. So for example, let's start forward shuffle step, parry, check it down, straight. Okay? And then back to center. And then shift back, check it down, straight. Okay? Then left, check it down, straight. Half left front, shuffle step, check it down, straight. And half left back, check it down, straight. Okay? Now, to go that direction, the only scenario that makes, or the scenario that makes the most sense is I'm avoiding a technique that's coming this way, so I'm going to shift my feet. Okay, so instead of stepping this way, I am stepping this way. So I'm just shifting my stance slightly. I'm still stepping with the closest foot. Okay, so let's do straight to the right first. Parry, check it down, straight. Now, half right front, parry, straight. Half right back, parry, straight. Okay, now we're left foot back, so we can do front and back again. We're going to go forward, straight, shift back, straight. All right, let's do that again, but not as much stepping. Forward, backward, left, half left front, half left back. Okay, now we're back to center. Now we're going to do the right hand side. So we're going to step straight right first. Half right front. Half right back. Front. And back. Alright, go ahead and try that on your own count. on both sides until it feels comfortable. You can imagine different types of strikes, different types of scenarios, but picture an attack coming in, moving off at an angle, one of the 8 octagon angles with your shuffle step, and then countering. Octagon forward. All right, hi CAMA students. We are going to work next on 3-6-9 footwork. So this uses the octagon footwork that we've been practicing. Hopefully you've gotten good at that. Now what we're going to do here is illustrate when you would use the different angles. And this isn't the only example of when you would use them, but it's a good way to practice. For this drill, you will need a partner. And it could be any loved one because all they're doing is coming at you like a zombie. Nothing's going to happen to them. We're not throwing them. We're not breaking their arm. We're not choking them out. They're simply coming at us like a zombie, and we're getting out of the way. So you should be able to wrangle a loved one to do something as simple as that, hopefully. Okay, so for this one, we're going to start at a 9-foot distance, and the bad guy or the attacker is just going to come like a zombie. Okay. Now, if the person is coming from a great distance, you have plenty of time to react. If I went straight back, my attacker would just keep coming and bulldoze me over. So instead, I want to move forward. If I move straight forward, obviously I'm running into the path of an oncoming bulldozer. So instead, I want to use those forward diagonals that we have in our octagon. So, he comes at me, I step diagonal into one of those short front stances where I'm forward weighted. I stepped off on the half right front diagonal with my shuffle step, and he ate an elbow for attacking me. Okay? The elbow is obviously optional. Don't do that on your loved ones or they won't agree to be your partner anymore. So let's try it out one more time. He comes, I step on the diagonal, and he passes by. Okay? I'll show it to you from a different angle. I'm going to go half left front this time, the other diagonal. Okay? All right, so give that one a shot. Next, we're going to be at a 6-foot distance. So my attacker is slightly closer. I might not have enough time to go to that forward diagonal. So instead, I'm going to step left or right. It doesn't matter which, if he's coming equal weighted. Okay? So I just do my shuffle step to the side, my hands are up, and I can throw that elbow in there for good measure if I want. Okay? That is your 6-foot distance footwork. You can also, of course, do it the other direction. Okay, so I'm just doing my octagon footwork with an attacker. Now, if my attacker is 3-foot distance, which is pretty close, definitely too close for comfort. If I can step straight back on this one, if they don't plow me down. If they're really coming hard and committed, that's where I'm going to use my back diagonals. So we're starting at that 3-foot distance. He's still just going to push for safety, and I'm going to step back as he comes through. He can still eat an elbow or a palm strike. Okay? I like a palm strike from that distance because it gives me more of a disengaging distance than an elbow. Okay? So as you can see, it doesn't matter which angle you step off if they come at you forward weighted or equal weighted. One last time, please. All right, so go practice your 3-6-9 footwork. All right, let's revisit octagon footwork and add a hairbrush block. It's always good to practice our blocks. If you get surprised or caught off guard, whoosh, hairbrush block. Make sure that hairbrush block comes all the way to the back of your neck and it rests against your head, no space. Or when you get hit, you're going to feel it twice. Alright, so with our octagon footwork, it doesn't really matter which hand you block with, but I always envision it, the person is kind of staying centered. So if you move left, I block right. If I move right, I block left, for example. But like I said, it doesn't matter too much as long as you're doing the correct block and the correct footwork. So let's try octagon footwork with hairbrush block. Going forward first. Forward, go. And back. And then backwards. And back. And now left. And back. And now right. Remember, the closest foot to your destination is the one that moves first. So now we're going half front left, or half left front. So the left foot moves. And then the right foot moves to do the back diagonal. Now we're going half right front. So the right foot moves. And then to go the back diagonal, your left foot would move. And back to center. And now, we're left foot back. So let's go forward, backward, left, right, half right front, half left back, half left front, and half right back. And we're back to right foot back, just like we started. So practice that as many times as you want to really get that hairbrush block correct and combine it with the footwork. All right, CAMA, I want to give you a few more exercises that you can do with a partner at home. Now, like I said before, I don't think you're very likely to get a partner who will let you throw them or compromise their joints or even let you choke them out. If you do, they're a keeper. But if not, this is another one of those drills where your partner doesn't have to do much and nothing really happens to your partner, so you can probably talk anyone in your household into doing this drill with you. For this one, we're going to practice our hairbrush blocks. For a hairbrush block, you simply bring your hand up like you're brushing the hair out of the side of your face, and your elbow comes up. When you do that, make sure your hand goes to the back of your neck, and your arm is pressed tightly to the side of your head, so that you don't take two impacts. Instead, you're braced for impact, okay? So not here, and not here, but all the way back, and nice and tight. Okay? For this drill, your partner only has to do two things. Whack you upside the head on one side or whack you upside the head on the other side. Really simple, right? And they might even enjoy it. So, you need to be awfully close for this one. And you're going to practice hairbrush blocks. Great job. Work on those hairbrush blocks. All right, welcome back. The next activity we're going to do is another partner drill where your partner only has to whack you upside the head. So nice and simple. For the first one, your partner's going to hit you upside the head and you're going to do a cross parry. So hide the target and block with the opposite hand, the hand that's closest to your attacker blocks. So in slow motion, it comes in, he's aiming for this side of my body, so I hide the target, and this hand is now closest to his body, so that's my blocking hand. Again. The easiest thing for this is a cat stance, so you hide the target nice and quickly. If you try to step out of the way, it's elbow, you're off center, and now you've given him the opportunity to strike. Okay? So instead we just shift and hide the target. Shift and hide the target. You might want to tell your attacker not to hit too hard, because when you get good at this, it's going to start hurting their arm. So just nice and soft, try to whack your partner, and try to practice cross parries. All right, go practice that. Next, we are going to put that together into what looks like the knife flow drill, if you're familiar with weapons training. To do this, your partner is going to attack you, both sides of the head again, but with one arm. And this one, I want to maintain contact until the other one comes up. That way I'm always protected, and my guard hand stays up as well. All right, practice the knife flow drill, empty hand. All right, let's stretch it out. Always remember, stretching is best done after a good workout so you can increase flexibility and mobility and keep those muscles loose so you don't have any injuries. All right, so we're going to stretch our wrists first. Other direction. We haven't been too hard on the wrists, so we're going to move up to the elbows next. Other direction. Let's do shoulders. Nice, slow, big arm circles. And then they can get a little bit bigger and a little bit faster. Other direction. All right, and we're going to twist. And let your arms hang. Excellent. Let's reach across. Pull the arm in. Look away. Up and over. Other arm. Up and over. Let's not forget about our neck. Look side to side. And ear to shoulder.
Oh, that's flat-face shuffle.
And then roll to the front, ear to shoulder, to opposite shoulder.
It's the little man's Are those the only shuffles?
Go to the 45 and down. And point with the opposite hand. You can augment by putting your hand on your head if you would like. Recenter, look to the other 45 and down. Point with the opposite hand. Back to center, open your jaw and go backward. Excellent. Let's just do some hip rotations. Other direction. And knees. Ankles.
I'm gonna put this away now. Yeah, or do you want to play it? Play this.
Other direction. Switch feet. Other direction. Good job. All right. Now we're going to do flat back. So one way to make sure you keep your back flat is kind of make a star and keep your head up as you bend over. And then hang all the way down. Over your left leg.
Yeah, this is the instruction. Yep. I know. So big. So big.
And your right.
Like, you have to match whichever you put out. Okay, so it's my
All right. Now we're going to go down in the water. So for this one, you want to push out on your knee and reach towards your straight leg. Your back foot, you can have your heel on the ground
candle.
or your heel off the ground, depending on what muscles need to be stretched the most. But you're pushing out on your knee with your elbow and leaning towards your straight leg.
Car. No. So you have to match this kind of. Or target.
Take that knee, turn it over, push your hips to the mat. You can lean forward on this one to get a different angle, or you can lean backward to get a little bit of a back stretch.
Flower.
Kick it out. One foot in front of the other, one hand on each side,
Oh, just keep it there.
trying to keep that front leg straight.
Like that. See? Sit it down. You don't need to touch the
Now the other side. So push out on your knee, lean towards your straight leg. Turn it over, put that knee on the ground, push your hips to the mat. On this one, make sure you're trying to push your belly button to the ground, not your head to the ground. And you can use your elbows to push your legs down farther for a better stretch.
Zebra and zebra.
Okay, feet straight out in front of you. One leg across, grab your toes.
That's nothing the same. That's nothing the same.
Put that foot on the ground. Reach your elbow across the knee and twist behind you.
There's nothing the same.
Untwist. Now you're going to bring that knee up so your leg is across. Reach between your legs and on the outside and grab under your knee and lay back. Pull your knee towards your chest. All right, let's switch legs. The other leg across, grab your toes. Put that foot on the ground. Reach your elbow across your knee. Turn and look behind you. Untwist. Bring that knee up. Reach between. Fall back and hug it to your chest. Back up. Okay, legs apart. We're going to lean our belly button to the ground instead of our head to the ground. And reach as far as we can forward. Over your left leg.
Pencil, pencil.
And your right leg. Next, we're going to lay our arm upside down
Spider.
next to our leg. Reach up and over. Come onto that and go to the other side. Okay, next, we're going to lay down flat and hug one knee, one shin to your chest. Make sure you're pushing your chest to the ceiling on this one. Then, with the opposite hand, pull that knee across to the ground. Reach back behind you. And look at your backward hand. Come back out of that. And switch legs. Pull that knee across. Reach back behind you. Untwist, and come on up. Great job on those stretches.